Dallas Willard, a Christian philosopher, once said, "Fasting confirms our utter dependence on God by finding in Him a source of sustenance beyond food." Fasting is the second pillar of Lent. This means that we fast from food on Fridays. Now, this doesn't mean we can't eat, it just means to eat less. Fasting consists of one full meal per day and two smaller meals that don't add up to a full meal, and no snacks. That goes for everyone except for people under the age of 14 and people over the age of 59. You're also exempt if you have any kind of health issues. And of course, fasting is an individual's choice. Along with fasting on Fridays is abstaining. As I mentioned briefly a couple videos ago, we abstain from meat on Fridays during Lent, with the exception of fish. Fish is a lighter meat, so it counts as our sacrifice for God. Remember the miracle of the multiplication of 5 loaves and 2 fish from the Bible? Jesus was filled with compassion and multiplied the small amount of food which the young boy brought to him, and fed thousands of people. Jesus does the same with us. He can take our small gifts, talents, and abilities and help them grow by leaps and bounds through grace. Now, fasting doesn't just refer to food. Fasting means sacrifice from your usual activities that you get enjoyment out of. Perhaps cut down on your fishing time if you enjoy fishing, or slow your roll on the video game time. Many of us could even put our cell phones down for an hour or two. Fasting is a sacrifice from us to God for His sacrifice of His Son, Jesus. Fasting is wisdom, love and knowledge meeting together, and a practice that avails us to God's resources to meet our needs. Fasting is training, the indirect effort that gives us access to something we can't try or make happen on our own. Fasting is surrender, voluntarily making ourselves weak so that we can know and receive the strength and power of God. When I was in Catholic school, I was told this: if your stomach is rumbling, then you're doing it right. Allowing ourselves to get a little uncomfortable is a sacrifice for most of us. That is a good attitude to keep on Fridays in Lent. That sacrifice becomes something bigger than just not indulging in wants. It's the true way to remember Jesus' sacrifice for us. Fridays are chosen because it's reflective of Good Friday, the day we remember Jesus sacrificing His life for us on the cross. Our sacrifice of fasting and abstaining brings us closer to God. Through our sacrifice of giving up favorite foods and most enjoyed activities, we are joined in Christ at the foot of the cross. It is here at the foot of the cross where we encounter Christ's sacrifice for us. All of your actions, and consequently your fasting, is to please God alone, to whom we give praise and glory. I'd like to end with the words of Pope Francis. Fast from hurting words and say kind words. Fast from sadness and be filled with gratitude. Fast from anger and be filled with patience. Fast from pessimism and be filled with hope. Fast from worries and have trust in God. Fast from complaints and contemplate simplicity. Fast from pressures and be prayerful. Fast from bitterness and fill your hearts with joy. Fast from selfishness and be compassionate to others. Fast from grudges and be reconciled. Fast from words and be silent so you can listen. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video when we discuss almsgiving.